I didn't turn around when the sound landed, skin on skin, a sharp crack that froze the room and rearranged my heartbeat. My daughter didn't cry at first. She blinked. That was worse. My brother laughed, too loud, too pleased with himself. Like mother, like daughter, he said. Both are useless. I tasted iron. My father didn't stand, didn't even look surprised. He smirked, like he was grading a performance. Well, he said, slow and smug, she needed to learn some shame. No one noticed the microphone clipped to the podium. No one noticed the red light. I did. That was the moment something old and patient woke up inside me. Not rage, resolve. We weren't always like this. That's the part people don't understand. Betrayal only cuts deep when there was once loyalty. I grew up believing blood meant protection. My brother was the golden boy, loud, untouchable. My father built him like a monument and dared the world to disagree. I was the quiet one, the fixer, the one who cleaned messes and kept secrets. When my marriage fell apart years ago, I moved back temporarily. Family supports family, my father said. I believed him. I shouldn't have. The insults started softly, jokes at dinner, comments about my parenting, my brother correcting my daughter in front of guests, too hard, too often, my father nodding along like an approving judge. I told myself it was stress, pride, old habits. I told myself to endure. That's how abuse survives. People call it patience. The slap wasn't the beginning. It was the confirmation. After that night, I didn't scream. I didn't pack bags in a hurry. I didn't threaten anyone. I hugged my daughter. I told her to go to the car and lock the doors. My voice didn't shake. Inside, I started counting. I replayed everything I'd ignored. The way my brother bragged about handling things, the casual cruelty, the way my father excused it all as discipline, tradition, strength. I checked the audio first. Clear, clean, every word, every laugh. I didn't smile, not yet. Then I checked the rest. The trust accounts my father managed for the family, the business licenses my brother borrowed and never returned, the non-profit board meetings I'd attended silently while recording minutes no one else bothered to read. Patterns emerged. So did leverage. I moved carefully, quietly. I didn't confront, I collected. I met with a lawyer and didn't mention feelings, only facts, dates, amounts, audio, witnesses. I filed reports that didn't explode immediately. They never do. I waited. The night everything collapsed, we were back in that same hall, another community event, another chance for my family to perform decency. My brother stood where he always stood, center stage, confident, careless. My father sat behind him, king on a folding chair throne. I walked to the sound booth. I nodded at the technician. He thought I was there to adjust volume. I wasn't. When the microphone went live, I didn't speak. I let the past do it for me. The slap echoed first, then the laughter, then my father's voice, clear, approving, unmistakable. The room didn't gasp. It went dead. Silence is louder than outrage. My brother's smile drained slowly, like bad color. My father stood too late. I stepped forward then, calm, centered. I wanted everyone to hear how my daughter was taught shame, I said. My voice didn't rise. It didn't need to. Someone asked if it was real. I nodded. Someone else asked if there was more. There was. The fallout wasn't dramatic. It was surgical. Sponsors pulled out within days. Board members resigned. Investigations began. Not because I demanded them, but because now they had to. My brother lost his licenses first, then his job, then his friends. Turns out bullies are only brave when no one's watching. My father tried to control the narrative. He always did. But control requires credibility, and credibility evaporates under a spotlight. The accounts were frozen. The trust dissolved. The legacy he bragged about became a case study in quiet cruelty. They called me vengeful. I let them. I saw my brother once more, months later, outside a courthouse. He didn't yell, he didn't threaten. He looked smaller, confused, like someone had unplugged the myth he lived inside. "You ruined us," he said. I tilted my head. "No," I replied, "I let you speak." My father never apologized. He sent a letter full of excuses and history and blame disguised as wisdom. I didn't read it twice. Some people confuse forgiveness with forgetting. I don't. Now when I think of that night, I don't hear the slap anymore. I hear the silence after. My daughter sleeps without fear. She stands taller. She knows her worth because I showed her how to protect it, without shouting, without striking back, without becoming what hurt us. I didn't destroy my family. I exposed it. And in the end, that microphone didn't just catch a moment, it caught the truth. Truth is merciless when you give it a stage.